Alright folks, this is Joe's Video Games, back with another cool video for you. We're working on a Meteor pinball machine, and we've been having people asking about more repair videos, and so I was about to do something real quick and thought, well, I'll film it just in case people haven't seen this. I'm going to flatten a pinball plastic. This is a pretty common problem that you see. The game, whenever we got it, it had this one on it. This thing is beat all to heck. Look at that. It's got glue on it for some reason. The top's chipped, it's got an extra hole in it, it's cracked. Pretty rough. So, we happen to have another one. This goes up at the top over the Meteor targets. This one's nice and clean. Got a little bit of wear, but it's, you know, it's not chipped. But look at that curve. Basically, these games back in the day, they had hotter lamps in them, and they were on all the time, so it would actually warp these things. Look at that. This should be nice and flat. Luckily though, it's just plastic, so it's really easy to fix. We're going to do it right here on the table. You can see some Nintendo games under it. This is our showcase, one of our showcases in our shop. We sell video games here and arcade games here. So I am going to do it with dun, 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 a heat gun. Now, I'm not an expert at this, but I've done it before a couple times. Basically you heat it up, be careful with it, it'll lay flat, and then you put something heavy on it. So I think what I'm going to use, what I'm going to put on it that's heavy is actually the glass out of the pinball machine. I'm just going to lay it up here on the counter on top of it. This is all pretty flat, and so it should hold it pretty flat. Now, we're not trying to get it perfect or anything. We're not trying to make this look brand new or anything, but we're just trying to make it look pretty good. What I'm going to do real quick is go grab my glass, and then I'm also going to go grab a piece of paper just to help protect it a little bit. So, I'm back. I grabbed my supplies, just a clean piece of paper. This will help us. The reason I'm going to use that is because I want to protect the top of it. I want to make sure that no dirt or anything gets stuck in it while it's soft and malleable. So you don't want to go crazy with this. If you get it too hot, it'll start doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But we're gonna give it a little try, and you can see what happens. We'll start up at the top and just kind of hit it a little bit. Hopefully I won't fry my Super Mario 3 game there. We'll get a little closer to it. Basically, you just want to heat it up until the thing starts, looks like it's pretty soft and willing to cooperate. Still a little rigid. Now high. Yeah, that's high. So we'll give it a little more. You don't want to stay in one spot too long. See how it's flattening out? That's what you're looking for. You put the piece of paper over it just to keep it clean. And then I'm going to remove the heat gun. Going to put this big piece of glass over it. And we'll see how that works. So through the magic of YouTube, I'm going to wait about 5 minutes and then be right back. Alright folks, so it's been 5 or 6 minutes. It may take you longer depending on what you're using to hold it down and how hot you got it and all that kind of stuff. There's variables here. But it was really easy for us to use the glass because we had this nice glass showcase. Now if you're at your house and you don't have that much room, you might want to use a book or something, just anything heavy and flat. But that's when you might want to be sure that you use the paper, because it'll keep whatever dirt or grime is on the book or anything that you use to hold it down. You could use a brick or something, you know. It'll keep it clean. So it wasn't as necessary for us, but we went ahead and did it anyways because it was handy. So I'm going to take the glass off of it. And again, this is just the playfield glass. And then we are going to take the paper off of it and see what we've got. All right, it's still a little warm, but you can see that is a definite improvement. We can work with that. Check that out. Came out nice. All right, so there you go. And you know, this is a problem that you'll have with old plastics. If you buy brand new plastics, of course they'll already be straight, but you can see too that when the light hits it, You can see how the edges are a little bit not quite perfect, like up and through here. Whenever the light hits it, that's just because of the way we were heating it. We probably didn't do it perfectly. You know, we were probably in that spot too long or whatever. But like I said, it's much better than it was, and I think this will look great on the machine, especially since at the top of the machine that you can barely see. But at least it won't be cracked like our old one. Let's do a comparison. Definitely much better. Alright, so there you go. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. We'll be doing a bunch more videos. Mainly we do overview videos of our arcade games and pinball machines whenever we get them finished. But as time permits and we've got little simple tech things like this, we'll show it to you too. So we will see you next video.